All right. So we've got a little mound site here. We're going to show you guys around a little bit. Why? Well, we've had some issues in the last really several days. It's been escalating. We've had some foreign threats within our country, and they know where these places are. And, we have to often stand against them. And if it pops off, people need to be prepared and have a frame of reference. We can see the mounds quite clearly right here. The ventilation system, which is one of the primary components to being able to characterize an underground facility, is quite large. And, this is our place. I'm on top of a base. It's connected. So our enemies are well aware of, at least the formats of these, just as we are them, because most of these sites are ancient and they've been inhabited and used before. And so the grid network and all that kind of stuff is something that had already been here. Certainly the 33-degree parallel hasn't changed. And the sites that have been on it for time really immemorial, before any of us can remember, is a kind of a prerequisite to all of this. And so another electrical delivery system over there right by these mounds. I put some pictures up. It's really a good illustration. It's a perfect illustration of what they look like. And it's much more than just a pad for building or any of that kind of stuff. And it's one of the reasons that they'll leave an area like this where it is. And so I'll let you guys see that from the air. In fact, I'll make that the thumbnail right there. What's down in there, where that mount site is. But I wanted to give you guys just a quick rundown, let you see what I'm up to. I'm still here. That's the good news. I got some rest. I'm a little sick. I was going on about a three-day little banger out there with, some good people helping. We had some disputes with a couple of pretty nasty folk out there, and this has turned into, I can tell you one component that I saw as a fruition to some degree of what I was, we had a Palestinian element that has had access to part of our underground facility network in Texas. What the fuck did I just say? That'll bring you up off your couch if you're one of these good old boys saying, what? If you really believe me right now, if you knew what I knew, it might freak you out. It's probably good that you don't right now if you ever see this, before we, it's all taken care of in a good way. Because that's one of the reasons for operational security. That's one of the reasons people don't need to know everything. But with the way things have escalated so much, I'm going to go ahead and leave this out there for our future context. We're to show you guys what's going on now, in case you ever need to know in the future, and just to keep a record of what's going on. It's that important. And what am I talking about? You think it's funny? I think it's funny that you would want to even think about coming out here and doing what I've been doing. With we've got air cover coming in, we've got isotopic signatures, we've got smells, we've got all of these different components to real threats. And, this compartmented underground facility around here, a lot of times they'll duck stuff out. The energy actually feels really clean and good here. And so that's good. It's really good, actually. I wasn't sure what to expect, but it was nice. And so this is a recurring theme all over the world. Take it to Mount Hermon if you want to, where they say the angels fell from heaven there. There's, that's a 33-degree northern. There's a big old UN base right there too. It's around the whole world. And when we do it from satellite down, we can see a rotational effect. I mean, people get into the flat earth and the spherical earth and those arguments. I don't have time for it, but my short answer is the earth is interdimensional or multidimensional, really. And that doesn't discount swirlative effect. That's what I want to say. A rotational spinning vortex type of energy that is obviously really from a torus type of model of physics. And it goes in and out through the poles. These things shift and it moves around. But when these events happen, what we see is we'll see ancient mounds. We'll see another series of mounds on top of them or in proximity to them. And this kind of illustrates the shift of where the 33 and these others are. And it's, when it's spinning, you guys ever been to those, you know, the ride that spins around and the floor drops out and you're stuck to the wall? It's that type of force, but it's around the whole earth, and it distributes debris, which in this case is, you know, giants, and amongst other things, giant animals, giant all types of stuff. And there's no question about this. And so perhaps one of the main reasons that they hide this from us is because they, you know, we have a doomsday clock and we know when it's coming. I don't know if that's true. And I wouldn't believe it anyway, but good God. The only time you'll ever see this type of, I mean, maybe you're an HVAC guy and you want to talk to me about this, bring it on. Because I can take you to a dozen different facilities that are all underground that'll have specific types of ventilation systems that they have to have topside. I have no idea about this building. I've never been here. But from a characterization perspective, it's textbook. As far as just the volume that it's capable of, I would say in comparison to the building. You know, this is like indicative of like a data center or something that has equipment underground that they have to cool, which is fine, but what the hell is it? And why is there so many in one area? Becomes a good question. I gotta tell you, I haven't ever seen a door just like that on the back of one of these facilities. Not even an NSA, which, you know, I've done quite a bit of work out there. Put it out there for you guys to see. And so it's interesting to think about that. I'm going to take a look around here and see what's going on and really get in here and get my hands dirty. Not get in there, but you know what I mean. I'm always on the lookout for somebody fucking something up, doing something. He just looks like he's not welding. I don't know what he's doing. Company reserves the right to search all individuals, personnel, property, and vehicles upon entering or leaving. How often do you see one of those sites? Hold on, let me ask this guy what the fuck this place is. Hey man, what is this place? What is this place?
Electronics.
What do they do?
Semiconductors.
Oh, okay. You get some underground stuff here, huh? It's an underground facility?
Some of it, yeah.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
You been down there?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
It's like NASA.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is, huh? Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
You know this is a 33rd degree northern parallel? It is. You're on it. So this is a line that runs the span of the whole Earth. I'm a reporter. I'm a journalist.
Yeah.
And I'm reporting on a number of these different sites. Is that a fucking ventilation shaft right there? Coming up?
No.
Like an exhaust? What is that?
It's an air compressor.
Oh, okay. No, not the big tall thing. Oh, I'm talking about the vent coming out, the yellow.
Yeah, it's an air compressor.
Okay. All right. God dang.
Same one I got over there.
But they're running that nitrogen to keep the stuff cool down there for the chips. Yeah, that's what it's for. So you're like their guy?
I'm the maintenance tech.
Okay. Wow.
Maintenance engineer.
Do you have a clearance to work here? You do? What clearance do you have?
We deal with a lot of DOD products.
What do you have? A TS or you have an SCI? What do you got?
We do a lot of stuff for Raytheon, TI,
Yeah.
Boeing.
Wow. Yeah, I've been in the contractor world too. That's cool, man. I characterize underground facilities. I've done it a lot. I've worked on them a lot. And I'm saying, holy shit, there's something down there. And so I'm just kind of thinking about that. And it's nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name's Eugene Irvin.
Eugene Irvin.
Yeah. You?
Joey.
Joey? It's good to meet you, man. It's all good.
Nice to meet you.
I'm out here to do it. You know, I'm always keeping. If I see something suspicious at a site like this, I'm the first one. I'm gonna fucking tag the National Reconnaissance Organization. Say, hey, something's going down. Seriously. But cool, man. Thank you.
You bet.
You have a great day. There you have it. Wow. I think I'm going to cut it right there. But, you know, my suspicion was right. It wasn't even a suspicion. I mean, that was a knowing. Just from, you know, there's certain criteria that you meet when you characterize. And, you know, that was confirmed by another source there. I've never met him. But we also have the whole network here. And so the underground facilities, the mounds, all of this, something that the public, listen, there's a whole network of stuff underground, guys, that is massive. Okay, huge. And this guy comes out and says, hey, we're like NASA. We would deal with DOD. What do you think I'm doing here this morning? It's nice to meet you. We need to have some peace, love, and happiness in these communities too. Like I said, the energy feels good here, and I'm proud of that. I feel good about that, because this whole effort has been about cleaning out these sites. I've been to so many different places, not just on the 33, but all around, certainly the country, in the United States. And we look here. When you characterize a mound as it's integrated into existing public works, infrastructure, and city planning, for example, like this is what I'm doing, you can see it, man, if you know what to look for. And I'm looking at it. You can sometimes they'll reshape things, but there's some areas where you get that you have to build around the structure, because if you don't, you're going to cave something in, you're going to butt something up, and you're going to fuck something up. And that's what you have to look for. And I'm looking at it, man. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to think that there's been stuff here so long. It's a little weird to think that, we've got fucking USA trucks butting up over here taking stuff under here. And not only does the public not have any idea, but what's really going on. This guy didn't even want to say his clearance level, okay? He skipped the question, which means he's got a really high fucking clearance, okay? There's a couple of clearances out there that you can't say the words. And I would imagine that's probably what he's got. And it's pretty cool that, they'll allow me and even expect me to know that we're coming, get it for you guys, and to be able to do that for you. That's a pretty neat feeling to have. And so I'm gonna let me let it go, and I'll talk to you guys later. But that's pretty cool. All right, love you.